What's going on, you guys? Yes, I'm just gonna dive into this review on Housewives. I'm gonna say it started off a little slow, um, to whereas I had to come back to it, but it redeemed itself in the end. Okay, the first cute thing that I did like when it opened up, seeing Portia and Ricky Smiley, being on the skates, okay, at the skate rink. That was cute. Seeing them be playful, hands on with each other. And him asking questions about Portia relationships, and where is she on that. I just feel like that they will make a really good couple. It's just that some things are gonna have to be compromised, and I feel like she needs to leave Dish Nation and just go ahead, get with Ricky, and be that cute wife, and also be a part of Housewives. But I feel like that will be a good match, but who knows what's gonna happen in the future with them. I think it's a great look. Um, what else? And the reason why I say she quit Dish Nation, because I guess while she's there, she cannot be dating Ricky or whatever. So, vice versa. But what else is no? Brent wants to be a comedian. Nene had a talk with him about being a comedian and letting him know that it's not easy, and what education is important, like her aunt told her. And then the most powerful jewel that she told him is that, you know, it's one thing when you go to work, it doesn't feel good going to work for something you don't want to go to work for, basically. It don't feel good getting up, but if you do something that you like, it makes it easier for you to really, it doesn't feel like work when you enjoy doing what you do. And so that was good for being supportive for her son. Then we see Todd, Don One, and Candy. Let me just say, Candy is that boss. She's looking at the property next door and saying that she's thinking about purchasing the property. Don One is not for it. He just can't see the vision because he just looking at that he has a lot of responsibility on his plate. But like she said, Google is looking at some property and is about to buy some property over there in the strip, I guess, located where she's at. So she was like, do you understand what's going on in this area? And he's saying he understand, but it's so then you won't feel no kind of way about your boss is being, purchasing this property. And see, that's the mentality that Don One has. If he was smart, he would delegate and hire other people to get those positions. Well, he'll just be the overseer of things. But he's trying to cram everything. And, he was like, Candy just opened up something 6 months ago. Okay, so what she opened up 6 months ago? She want to buy this property over there. Like, that's why he's the employee, because he have an employee mentality. That's why Candy is the boss, because Candy has a boss mind. Plus her husband, they're equally yoked, okay? So, yeah, can you imagine her being married to Don Juan if he was straight, whatever? Like, no, like, he doesn't see the real vision here. So, and I like Don Juan. Nothing against him. Ain't no shade. It's just being real. Okay, the second thing is, maybe the third thing. Okay, Sheree daughter. Isn't Sheree daughter? She's cute. She looked just like her daddy. She's just a gorgeous version of Bob. Okay, but like her daughter was saying, the highlight of the shade of tonight was that all the fish in the sea. You go for a jailbait. Hello, somebody. And I'm not trying to tear down Tyrone. Tyrone may be innocent in his position and just got caught up on something. Really don't know his whole story. Didn't go look at public records. I'm just going by what I see on TV. So, Sheree opened up about it because apparently she's been keeping that part away from the kids. But I know they not crazy. She looked the guy up and, just like any other mama. Well, he just a friend. Girl, he more than a friend. You about to move him in now when he gets out. He's more than just a friend. Okay? He be telling you he love you and you love him too. So I just hope that in the end that Tyrone and Sheree will live happily ever after. That's what I really hope. And seeing Kenya. I miss Kenya. Can you believe it? Because Kenya sometimes could be so much, but I was glad to see her comes to talk to Cynthia. Cynthia catching her up, what's been going on, and everything else. And she's about to host this thing for the PSA that she had for the violence on the survivors, and that's what I did like. I did love the fact that how they was at Gaucher Salon, and what a beautiful salon, and the women were kind of standoffish at first, not the survivors but the workers. I could tell they was looking at Kenya with the side eye, but she was open and warming to everybody, very professional. It's just like she was in her element. Then she had these beautiful gowns for these women. These women had full makeovers, and they were nice looking women. They were beautiful women. They came together. And I'm not trying to be funny, but usually when they show people that's like going through or whatever, they don't really be, they going through. But these women, you couldn't tell that they was going through. And that's the thing. I was like, yes, they knew they was gonna be on TV, baby. They stepped it up a notch or whatever, and they moving forward. And all the women were so beautiful. Kenya was so, I've never seen Kenya this so warm. Okay, she was giving them hugs. She was hearing their story. And it was just like, they all had something in common, and they were survivors, at the end of the day. And that is a blessing. That's nothing to play with, and that's very tough to do, especially on national TV, to tell your testimony on something that was hurtful, pain. But it's a testimony to help somebody else along the way. And kudos to those women for that. Those are Bravo awards go to them. Also, yeah, Kim wasn't on here. Did miss her. Eva, I miss seeing her, and Marlo. Like, after all of this thing of the women getting together, getting their hair, all this other stuff, makeup together, it was for the the short film PSA of the violence clip. And it was good to see Cynthia, her mom, being as beautiful with those high cheekbones. And I mean, that's what Cynthia gets her beauty from. But it really felt good to see them, like, supporting. All the women showed up. Shamil, Shamil's story was very, very touching. And I don't think they saw each other. I don't think they saw Kenya no time like soon. Yeah, they haven't seen each other since Houston. So it was good to see, like, they put bygones to bygones. Tonight ain't that night. It is about these. This was important. We're survivors. So her story was very touching and heartbreaking. And it was just kind of heartbreaking seeing how Cynthia mom telling her story and then trying to hold it together. And, Cynthia's right there. Like, that wasn't Cynthia's stepdad. That was Cynthia's dad, and everything else. So it just felt good. To see that, whatever, her being brave to tell her story and holding up, Nene asking her was she okay at the end. It was just so much love in that room, and you could tell. And Sheree was trying to be a little messy, trying to dig, asking, Kenya, where's her husband? Kenya was like, something with the flight and, his clothes and this and that, yada, yada, yada. But all along, he was supporting her. He surprised her, was there. She introduced him. And it was really good to see him coming out and supporting Kenya. I mean, we haven't seen Mark all season long. Okay, we saw the fake clothes that was in a closet and everything else, and finally he makes it to Atlanta, Georgia. It's like, wow. But what was striking me was that he had a nose ring. Yeah, he had a nose ring, a little one, and I was so confused and taken back because he's such a handsome man. But the only real hardcore man that I know that had one was Tupac. Like, I think Sheree said, it just threw me off. And then Sheree was like, "Where you go? I want to get my nose pierced." Girl, quit playing. Quit playing. And she said her thing. So I don't know. That just, maybe because I'm a Southern girl and just certain stuff that's being pierced in different places, it's okay or whatever. And, and he may be really good to her, but, Nene, on the other hand, think that Kenya is in love with Mark, but Mark ain't in love with Kenya. So this is kind of interesting. And then did Cheryl Ray hook them up? So it's all kind of things was going through my head. I don't know. Maybe I'm ignorant to knowing like real men wear nose. I don't know. It was just so weird because she built this story like he's a businessman, he does this and he does that, and businessman that I work with in the building that I work with, I don't see only people that I see that actually have stuff like that is that they work for a different company, okay, and they are part of the entertainment world. But from what I know is that he's a corporate guy. I don't know if he's an investor, a banker, or whatever. He does his own thing, but it's a tiny one. He's a cute. He is a hottie, okay? But I don't know, y'all. So you tell me what y'all think. But am I missing something? I think that's pretty much it on that. That's pretty much it. So I want to hear from y'all. If y'all let me know what y'all think of Kenya's new man. I hope they have beautiful babies and live happily ever after too. And that's it for right now. But until then, I'll holla.